If you've been in Oklahoma very long, you know about tornadoes. When it comes to tornadoes, you usually have advanced warnings. Thanks, Gary, England. And you can usually seek shelter and be safe. But my personal tornadoes were different, very different. You see, my tornadoes were inside my head, and sometimes they'd take over my whole body. Things like I couldn't stop from kicking my leg, even when I was trying to sleep. My tornadoes scared me, and I didn't know what to do. I felt hopeless. My tornadoes would cause me to be super stressed and not let me be focused on one thing. It was hard for me to make friends because people didn't want to be around me. I couldn't sit still or stop worrying. It felt like something bad was always going to happen, and I always had to make sure that all the doors and windows were locked and I was safe. At this time, I was too sick to understand, but my doctor started to figure out that other things could have been causing me to feel this way. It seemed like I was constantly stressed with lots of tornadoes. It wasn't until I was about 10 that we really started to figure things out. I had lots of questions, but no real answers. My doctors started asking my parents lots of questions too, about strep throat. I had strep throat a lot. My mom says the first time I had it, I was about 3, and I had it a bunch after that too. My doctors started thinking that maybe the strep was causing the tornadoes in my mind. When we started to figure it out, we did lots of blood tests, and my mom said my strep levels were really high and that I should be in the record book. All I knew is that I was tired of getting my blood drawn, tired of my tornadoes, and that I just wanted to be normal. After all the tests, my doctors confirmed that I had PANDAS or PANS. I really like to say what it stands for because it makes me sound super smart and scientific. PANDAS is short for Pediatric Autoimmune Neuropsychiatric Disorder associated with streptococcal infections. But I'll let the real scientists explain that to you. I was just glad we figured out what was going on. It seems like after I started antibiotics, things started to get a lot better. And after a while, my tornadoes were gone, and I began to feel normal. Since then, when I get sick, my tornadoes in my mind come back a little bit, but now that we know how to fix it, we're able to treat it and get back to feeling normal. So if you're in my shoes and you feel like no one understands, or that you're not normal or special, I want you to know that you are very special, and that one day you will conquer PANDAS and do great things. I know it's tough, but just like me, you can do it. I know it because I have had to go through and live my life with it. Just like in an Oklahoma tornado, with my tornadoes, I'm very thankful that I had a safe shelter. That shelter was made up of the people who helped me get through the hardest thing I will probably ever go through. I would like to thank those people who made up that shelter. Thank you to Dr. Garrison, who helped us contact the right doctors. Thank you to my mom, dad, and family, who were all loving even through the hardest times. Thank you to Dr. Chimasaki for giving us hope. And finally, thank you to Dr. Stambro for putting all the pieces together and helping me get much better. Because of these people, I have a strong shelter during my tornadoes, and I was able to make it through. Thank you for letting me share my story.